Hey guys, this is a Tin Man. I'm back here. This will be a part 2. Just ran out of some tape there. But anyways, we see the rock wall doing some bulging right there. Along here, what we're going to see is we're going to see where the wall has become very waved-like. You see how it's going in and going out and going in? That's part of a flow that they bring in. Some of this stuff, you guys, with this cool look, I'll show you that in a second here. But you can see lots of fresh breaks on, sorry about that, breaks on here. You see lots of little filler stones coming in. Like, look at through here, lots of little filler stones right in here. A real cool thing. I was wondering about this, like, what's going on with this? I haven't recognized this rock, and it's in a number of places and stuff, and it almost kind of was, on my first video, I was going through this. So it's kind of, but then I realized I ran out of tape there, but I was looking at it. I was thinking that, you know, and I even put a depth and realized, okay, that one goes in a bit and stuff. And then I took a look up here. I don't want to get too much involved in the people's front yard, but look at that rock up there. That's where it's come from. So they've swapped out pieces of rock in here, which I've known them to do that before, but this is a beautiful way to show you guys now. So once again, look at all this fresh face compared to probably years old stuff that maybe they haven't started to work on, or they turned around and got it dirty, because you see this going on and stuff, and that's what it is lots of it is just this light fracking all the time. Some of it is big rocks and stuff. So all these edges, you know, chunk, 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 that's their characteristics and stuff. Something like this, where we see old drill marks and stuff like that, from when they cored it or something, you might be able to see where they're mucking around with it. This one with the writing on it from one of the old videos, we'll be able to get a good idea. And look at right here, even on that edge, right in there. You see that? The cleanliness of it, maybe. You can, if you get in detail like this, you guys, you get to see the actual scribing marks that they make. There's another stone from up above. And look at the work that they've gone to actually replace that in there. That's very interesting. My original area that I was noticing was that spot right there, which they always leave. They have muck it around. They do change it up a little bit. Looks like a pretty big void there now. But they never make it crumble down. Maybe if we have, oh, look at this. This is the first. That's a first of anything, you guys, these stones being dropped down onto the ground. So I'm going to go the longer distance here and walk down here with this. Looks like they maybe are popping some rocks out of here. We can, from original video, we can check that all out. And original video, guys, we're talking 2 years. And now along here, I've been noticing this changing, I think, where rocks seem like they're all kind of changed around in that form. If you look at the wall, it's not become that wavy yet. You can see lots of scratching and work detail going on here. No doubt that they're 100% they're mucking around with it. Little bulge out there. Look at, you can see down into the distance back in there, and you know, we can wonder why there's no earth in there, maybe, or not. Should it be full? You can see some shifting going on. A lot of sharp edges end up showing up, guys. I talk about that. A lot of sharp edges. So basically what I'm telling you guys right now is I'm showing little signs, or big signs really, of what you can be looking for. You know, when it comes to your retaining walls like this and such, they do start to pull them over. They start to, like all of our foundations, for bridges, for houses, for retaining walls, for holding up huge structures, ornamental, All of those things are in dire needs of attention. And part of that attention will make these guys cease what they're doing. Because it's just too much what they're doing. So we can really see up that other way. They work on it a lot with the... you can see the difference in the aged shine of the rocks. Look at this one's got some kind of a little thing, so that's probably them. So they still are doing stuff here. You can see all these crackings. You know they still are doing it, but they're just kind of doing it a little bit different of a format. Their style is just a little bit different. They're not as aggressive. Maybe a different kind of aggressiveness. So now here, see where I'm talking about, where you get more of the realness of where you figure the dirt would be sitting for 50 years. Have built out to an even. You know, the reason this wall is probably so awesome is because the water really can flow out of it easily. That's probably why it's lasted so long. And so 50 years to 100 years old, we're looking at really artistic sculptures. And you look at this, look at how beautiful that is still. And that one's got a little bit of a lean to it. And we'll hopefully remember that. Look at the stairs there. They look pretty nice. 2 years. Maybe not so nice. Maybe completely falling all right over. So, and then the way that I do this, you guys, stop being stupid-minded. I like to do little shimmings of things and stuff too. Like these rocks have been in there that long, and you can find that many that are loose and such. Like it's just not, it's not the reality of how we understand it. Now we got this guy Ian here standing here telling you for 2 years these guys are causing us lots of problems, and all I'm doing is getting deeper into the rabbit hole, deep. Take a look at this foundation stuff, because when people aren't using it and don't care as much, they start cluttering more and more. Like the city, when they came by and cleaned this up, it's, I don't know, I guess they just cut it, right? But you hear me. We got, oh yeah, so I don't know if I lost off that point, but when we pay attention, when we put some spotlights out, when we start putting our eyes on things, and we start walking around, we touch things and look at things and stuff like that, then they come, oh look at that, it's even just been pieced together here. Not neat, and it's been standing here for maybe even a month. So look at that big chunk out of there. I would have, you'd think I would have noticed that big of a hole. Or maybe not. I'm not really looking for all of that kind of stuff constantly. Let's see if this one can move. Yeah, look at that. I remember, I think, coming up to this guy on one of the videos. So if I am right, because I remember talking about this face, and look at this, it's broken now for sure, legitimately. So because I was here, maybe this rock wasn't there then. Maybe this one wasn't. Maybe this one wasn't. Maybe this one wasn't. That's a cool looking break they've done there. So guys, this is kick-ass, unbelievable, a new thing going on, guys. Oh, look at this. There is some concrete in here, eh? Okay. Maybe it was just for this topper section. So from the Tin Man, look at how those rocks are pointing out from there. And they make things collapse in a way where we think it's real. But I've been around this kind of engineering for all of my life. I've played with this engineering. I was one of those kids that was in the pits making avalanches and stuff all the time, having fun. And I'm really in tune with what's going on here, guys. And yeah, I'm calling out to you and saying, come on. Way more than people just saying, oh yeah, keep telling people, Tin Man, keep telling people, Ian. It's nothing about freaking telling people. It's about you guys getting on the bandwagon and telling people. You know, me, one voice is not good enough. And you see back there, they own just zillions of acres. Zillions! It's all theirs. It's all theirs. You see that tree? We watch this tree transform in a beat up way all the time. And then it grows some, so it's got a super thick inner growth. That's a sign. And that's a sign for little guys that like to hide in close to the tree, is my thinking. The tree with all this chaotic growth off of this tree trunk there, that's not normal, guys. That's something that our old arborist would have been going, yeah, that tree got damaged when it was young. But now you look around and every tree's like that. So start doing your own math. I know how to walk people right up to signs and start seeing immediately, right here, right now. So if you feel like being one of those people, you know, let's hook up. Peace out from the Tin Man. This was part 2. Sub, share. Try to explain to the people to get beyond if they think I'm crazy. And just think of, could it be real? Is there any reality behind the crazy story this man is sharing with us? And I'll tell you right now, 2 years plus into this, and I say it's hugely real.